Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and WWE SummerSlam, year number 2017. Yeah, whatever, man. Boom Studios, but it's not done by Dennis Hopeless, so don't get your hopes up. Yeah, pun. Anyway, this was a pretty decent comic, but it wasn't great, all right? First off, we have a Dusty Rhodes versus Macho King thing, which is basically just a promo, and it's very one-sided, and it's not a really great way to open this comic. It's a really good way to open the comic and close it soon afterwards, because let's be realistic. Macho Man says like one lousy thing to Dusty. I mean, you'd figure this is like the ultimate, right? Where they're just talking trash to each other. I mean, two of the best talkers in the game. And no, not at all. I'm telling you, you'll read this. If you've already read it, you'll read it and you'll say to yourself, this is not Macho King. Sorry. Whoever did this, no. Wrong answer. Next, you have what you'd figure can't go wrong, which is Undertaker versus Mankind. Now, this is very wordy, very lengthy. This is easily the longest story in the entire comic. And is it worth it? Maybe. In many ways, I think it is, because this is kind of the stuff where you think, back in the 90s, I really wish that they would have had this sort of a concept where you had the more behind the scenes sort of mentalities. What's going on behind the scenes? What's going on in the minds of these wrestlers? Because it's not just Mick who's always talking, but, it's always scary also, as Mankind. But more specifically, you get into the mind of The Undertaker just a little bit, and you see where he went wrong, at least in Paul Bearer's eyes. And he must have gone wrong in some way, because at the very end of this, I'm going to spoil this, the very end of this is where he gets beat, but you also get to see the Druids coming for his defeated body after everyone has left the arena. And it is, especially if you know what happens afterwards with The Undertaker, what he does in the wrestling ring after that, the behind the scenes, the higher power thing. Oh my God. Absolutely amazing. When I saw the Druids come out, I marked out a little bit reading the comic book. I'm not going to lie. After that, you have a New Day thing. Aside from the mention of Francesca 7 in the future, there's like a Bill and Ted sort of takeoff. Yeah, it was, okay, next story, because just whatever, man. We had the Bushwhackers versus the Natural Disasters. This sucked. This like, I don't know, who actually asked for Bushwhackers versus natural disasters? It was exactly what I think you'd expect it to be. Like, come on, man. No, I never cared for these teams to begin with. I'm glad Bushwhackers got into the Hall of Fame and all that stuff, but let's be real. The best part of this was there was one part where Cousin Luke bit Typhoon's butt. That was a little funny. Aside from that, nah. Last, you have the Seth Rollins versus the Demon, Finn Balor story, which actually just happened at last year's SummerSlam. We are, by the way, a week off. This coming Sunday, yesterday was Sunday. Today's Monday. So this coming Sunday, coming up, a week from now, that's going to be 2017 SummerSlam. And yeah, it could be good. It looks like the main battle could be good, the four-way, the Fatal Four. But aside from that, I'm not really interested in anything else as it stands. But last year, this really could have been something special. I don't think that the Demon should have come out quite so soon. Honestly, I don't think it was worth the Demon coming out. I think it should be Finn Balor doing something first, then the Demon comes out, then at the rematch or something. And at the very least, the Demon should actually be different, not just in looks. I mean, he should actually genuinely be different. All in all, though, this was a pretty cool comic. There were a couple of little mistakes in here, a couple of grammar mistakes, which I find very irritating because that's what you have editors for. That aside from the art, there was one part where the Demon was actually on the ceiling of Seth Rollins' bedroom, which I thought was actually pretty cool. But the hair didn't fall down. It kind of still went around his shoulder. So you can tell the artist just turned the page upside down to draw Finn Balor and didn't think about gravity when it came to tassels or that hair. So cute, but fail. Absolute fail. If you didn't notice it, I doubt you didn't notice it, but if you noticed it, you're going to go back, whatever, you're going to look at this, and you're going to say to yourself, yeah, this is an absolute fail on the part of the artist. Like, come on, man. Come on. Anyway, aside from little stuff like that, I'm going to give this comic a C+. It was, it was a C+. That's all it was. I'm not going to go into it more than that. Guys, that's it for me. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.